Hey, good afternoon. Welcome to day 8. And today I thought what I might talk a little bit about is breathing, opening the spine, and parting horse's mane, which would be in the Tai Chi set. I'm planning version today. But I'm also going to, I think, play with it a little bit from low cup and the movement, high mountain, and running water. And this, I just wanted to focus a little bit on the spine today. And we did hips yesterday. So just trying to move the body parts around a little bit so you can play with what you're doing. And as we go through the different motions, hopefully you'll start to feel some different things happening in your spine and consider the way that the spine really helps keep us healthy. You've got the cerebral spinal pump, which is at the bottom of the spine. Flowing and open, you have that fluid going up to feed the brain. If our posture is in alignment, everything is in the right place, then we do have some challenges with that. Blocks will come in and the energy won't flow up and down there. The fluid won't get up in nourishing ways. Leak up a little bit, but not come up fully. And we want that definitely happening. But we also have the way energy and feeds so many parts of the body. So if our spine isn't healthy and has some blocks in it, especially in the gates, which we talk about in Tai Chi, lower gate being at below your belly button, and then middle gate, shoulder blades, and then upper gate, which is at the base of the skull. And you need all of those gates open and fluidly flowing for the come through the whole system. So that's what we're going to work on today. So for those of you that are coming online to watch me, hello, thank you for coming back. I appreciate so much everybody's comments again, the ways that they're using things and how they're passing it forward. And they're going back and looking at some of the, it's kind of like accelerated lessons, because where I would teach 5 days a week and I'd get to see different groups, they might only in a week, and this is because there's a new lesson every day, and everything's open and you just want to be responding to the breath. But I'm going to actually stand. I just wanted you to remember you can do it both ways, and just going to put my glasses up there. Okay, I'm going to be shoulder width apart, and I want you to just find the relaxed position. So the knees are relaxed, ankles, hips, okay, and being able to breathe right through the chest, up through the back of the head, and out through the top of the head. And we're just going to breathe. Take that first breath, notice what it feels like. And if you remember from a couple days ago, tapping down to the palm 3 times, just waking that up. Hopefully that'll increase the oxygen going in. Give that a try. Oh, that is always so much better. I love it. Yeah. So now let's add the commencement in, just to let the fingers just rise with the breath. And then sink. That's just going to flow down. Think of the water. You know, the lake, if you're in Okanagan country, the ocean, if you're in Nova Scotia, think of the water fluidly flowing through. Just up. Take that breath in again. There's no stiffness or strain. It's just completely relaxed. What I hope you're finding is the back is starting to let go a little bit. You start to feel some fluidity in the spine, space in between each of the vertebrae. And that breath is suspending the space in between Just nice, floating. I have my glasses on. I think that's Jeanette just signed in. Welcome back. We're just breathing. Let's do a couple more. Okay, so now that we've got breathing underway, hopefully everything's relaxed. We come into what's called our center. Our center is how we start to come into our outside world behind, start to be aware of what's going on inside of us and being aware of how our bodies are moving, where there's tension, where there's relaxation, and try and find a balance with that. And if you always notice tension's always in the same place, you can be sure tension follows the block and flow, so you start to notice some things out of that. So we want to let all of that go. Okay, so what I want to do now is just move over to our theme, which I just want to read. Okay, so parting horse's mane. I just thought I had written and I missed it, but I didn't, so that's good. So what I thought we could do is go from the third part of the Tai Chi set, which will be carry tiger to mountain, and then that's going to go into whip out, whipping out to the side, and then that's going to carry us into parting horse's mane, which is the movement that's our theme for today. Okay, so I'm just going to move over a little bit because I'll end up traveling down. So carry tiger to the mountain. So what I'm going to do is take my feet shoulder width apart, open the hands, and drop the tailbone. Sink down into the feet. Notice the 9 points of the feet, and then connect to the ground. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to shift the weight into the right foot, and that's going to allow the left foot to turn. Sink back onto the left foot, open the spine some more. Step 45 to the corner, and you have a brush knee. Sink. You bow and arrow back. Left hand coming back, palm to palm. Open the hands. Let that flow out. And then sink back. This is going to come around. Toes going to turn to 45 to the front. Whip out horizontal. Comes across. And stop. Back into that right foot. Turn the left toe 45 to travel to the side. Step 45, well, it would be 22, sorry, with your right foot. And this is going to just reach out. Hold the ball, all your weights on the right. Step in 22. Reach out. Hold the ball. Step. Ball. Step. Reach out. This takes us into grass bird's tail. So you're going to hold the ball, right hand underneath, and then we're going to push fingertips into a T, bow and arrow back, palm to palm is going to go forward, open the hands, two hands are going to come out, sink that back, that's going to come all the way around, whip to one side, brings you around to the other direction, the foot, and twirl you into the left foot. Okay, so that's the pattern I wanted to work on. And again, we want to get a flow of energy happening. So we want to do a sequence just to really helped at the beginning, but let's do this again. So we've got sink, open the spine, let the hips go. Turn the left toe, step into the back corner, brush knee. Go back, palm to palm. Open the hands, and lots of cracks going on in my spine. Push out, back. This is going to come around, whip out, sink, place the foot straight forward, and toy you into the left. So now we're going to come around into the right, hold the ball, step the right foot, 22, reach out. Hold the ball, step left, reach. Hold the ball, step right, reach. Hold the ball, left, reach. Hold the ball, and this is going to be grassroots tail. So we have our T, bone down. Palm to palm. Open. 2 hands. Sinks back. Foot's going to come around. Whip. Sink. Place the foot. And twirl it out. Okay, that was nice. I was relaxing enough that there were little pops happening all the way up my spine. So I'm hoping you start. Okay, so let's try the third one here. So I'm going to add a little bit about hips, opening the hip joint. So just thinking about that in relation to the spine. So as I crossed my hands, tailbone started to drop, lower back open, and all of a sudden I had a little bit more length in my spine. I'm just going to take advantage of that. I'm going to sink into my right foot, turn the left toe, sink back into the left foot, and lengthen the spine. Place the foot, brush knee. Sink. The spine will lead you back, palm to palm. Sink. Let that open. And push your 2 hands forward. Sink right back. This is going to come whip. So you turn that left ball of the foot, comes past lower dantian. You create that cone, drop the spine, and push out. So now sink back into the right foot, drop the spine. Hold the ball. Feel each hip as you go to step on it. Very powerful in each hip, but fluid in the center. Step. Sink. Hold the ball. Sink. Hold the ball. Sink. Hold the ball. Fingertip. Hold palm to palm. Open. Now there's some cracking in the knees. You think shifted back. All the way around. Fingertips come across. Make the cone. Sink. And then reach. I'm not sure what you're feeling. However, I had cracks going down the back. I had cracks going on in the knees. My feet have shifted a little bit. And I see I have Jessica joined in as well. Hello, Jess. Glad to have you. So what I'm going to do now is just go to just parting versus main and just play with it a little bit. And the reason is when you take the hands, as I was explaining yesterday, the palms being flat, you have your hips in one position. Turning the palms up changes the hips to a different position. So you can play with just that concept and go back to day 7 and just play. It's an amazing thing that happens with our hands. So what we're going to do with parting horses main is what's going to happen. I'm thinking I should come towards you, it might be easier. I'm going to hold the ball and sink onto my left leg. As I do that, my spine can open and lengthen. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to step towards the corner with my right foot. And my left palm is going to be down, but my right palm is going to be up. So what we know from yesterday, positions going on, and they're changing what's happening. And then there's this roll that brings you into the next, hold the ball, step. Now the right palm goes down, but the left palm keeps extending out. Hold the ball. So you're sinking on the left foot. That hip has a different position because of where you're putting your hands. Now, we're talking also shoulders. Hips and shoulders. Two things that go on. Okay, now I'm going to face you to get into that grassbird's tail. And I'm just going to into that first leg. So we have this transition that's happening between the hands, and that means the pelvis is doing this. The way the legs are functioning within the pelvis, they're adjusting. Also in the shoulder, so there's a change that can occur up there. But what I really want to point out for you is how to let that go so you can kind of sink into it. And as you do that, the hips start to change the way they're going to function. And tension in the hip means that you are like locked from going anywhere. And you have this block about that stepping forward into something. So what we're going to do is make that fluid so your transition into something is very easy. And if you'll notice with the arms, I'm just going to do it from here, there is a figure 8 pattern that occurs here. And that figure 8 pattern is realigning the energy for us. So if you can release and let the spine go, let it open. To let everything move and the pelvis has some freedom to adjust and play. Figure 8 takes care of everything. So let's go with sink on the left, drop the spine, hold the ball, and then your right foot towards the corner. So it's going to come out, and you're just going to sink into that. And the hands are going to turn over, and as they do, there's a change that comes through the spine. Step. Let that come through. Hold the ball. Step. That's going to come through. Hold the ball. Step. Comes through. Hold the ball. And then out for grassbird's tail. Okay. So what I'm going to do is back myself up again. I'm going to do it one more time and just let you kind of quiet. Hold the ball. And step. Ball. Step. Hold the ball. Step. Here's number 4. Sink. Okay. Our functions, and then also to have the little tugs that go along all down the sides of the spine. That's pulling on all the nerve endings. That is stimulating all the muscles that go out to those nerve endings, plus all the organ systems that are attached to that. A lot of things we can do. So, which is the, let me read the name again, high mountain and running water. So what this means is we're sending the cerebral spinal fluid up to the brain with this little action, which is just so cool. I'm going to roll them. I'm looking, my glasses are off. I'm just going to look, I'm just going to come a little closer so you can see. I'm going to roll the fingers up. And it's that rolling action that's going to change the spine. So as the whole thing just rolls, and then fingers stand up. And that's what your spine will be in the spine. If you exercise here, this can be your arm, but this can also be your spine, your neck, and your head, because we can do reciprocal movement. That means it can be in other places in the body. So when we go like this, same thing. We have the ability to do this with our fingers, but we can do it up our spine at the same time. Okay, so I'm going to back up and do the same action. So we have hold the ball, step with your right foot, and now when your hand comes out, it's going to start out flat to the end, and you may notice all of a sudden your hip changes if it's loose. Hold the ball, step. So the foot is driving the hip forward, and then all of a sudden your fingers are rolling, and your hip opens in a new way. Hold the ball, step. This is going to hold the ball. It's going to come through, roll. Okay. So let's try that one more time. Hold the ball, step. Use feel with your body when you need it to roll. Nice. Okay, so you have the sequence from Tai Chi, which is the beginning of the third part of the Tai Chi set, which it had part of horse's mane in it, and we talked about the figure eight pattern. Just going to change how. Then we link that over to low cup, where we actually can go into the body and we can just work a little bit finer through the spine. And again, when we're doing any of the ligament to muscle work, the ligaments that are attached to the muscle bone going along the spine, those have all of our survival emotions attached to them. So anger, resentment, those kinds of emotions can get pocketed in the spine, and they'll just walk parts, and then things happening to the spine, happening to your movement. And so this little exercise helps you to completely relax and let go, and let that tendon, which is reflecting on how you're feeling, just let it relax, and it can release it, and that can completely change how also how everything works off of it. So hopefully that's going to help you out. I love ligaments to muscle and to bone. Okay, so I'm just going to put my feet shoulder width apart, and I'm just going to take that same exercise, crossing the hands. So if you were doing it seated, I just wanted to give you a couple options. So here you would be just sitting and going out. So that would just, but now we can actually add some power to it. So as the hand goes out, you're actually going to fall forward into your feet. So it'd be a Tai Chi movement. Push it in. That changes the way the spine works. So if we're coming out, you push into the feet, you can feel the tailbone line up at the floor, and the spine just does a roll all by itself to come up. So you have sink, hold the ball, sink, hold the ball. Coming through here. It's just so fluid and smooth. Okay, so that would be the Tai Chi way. So now we're going to go to the low cup, and you're going from your sit bone towards the tailbone, back up to the sit bone again. So the hands are going to come falling forward. This time, as your hands go out, you're just going to feel yourself shift from the sit bone to the tailbone. And then this is going to pull you back up. So as you go to hold the ball, you actually become taller. And that's to the sit bone. And then this is going to expand towards the tailbone. Comes back around, hold the ball. You feel how tall that is. Sink. Now, this little action, some will say standing. This little action gives you very interesting micro movements that can get into areas that you might not have gone into while you were standing. So if you want to play with the spine a little bit more, you want to release, or you want to spend some time on a certain section, this exercise is wonderful for that. Coming through, and then out. Okay. So now that would be low cup way, but we didn't add those little fingers in. So let's do that now. So you saw what that, or felt what that was like. So now what you're going to do is just let that go with the fingers. And you may notice it's micro movements, so it's not going to be a big one, but you will notice through the spine, it's going to be a change in the hip, maybe a change in the shoulder. This is going to come out. Just a release that's just slightly different. Okay, and if you wanted to experience it falling forward, just because we can, you may notice that there's a little bit more give in your back now. So this is going to come through, fall into your feet. Oh. Something you can be observant of is, do you feel the same on the right side when your arm extends as when you extend on the left? So I know that I don't quite lined up. I have a little bit of imbalance coming through the hip, and I can feel it when I do this because they're not the same. So in my due diligence, to spend some time on this and try to realign everything. And next, you know you can do it. Okay, so that gives us all of the pieces that we wanted to work on. Let's finish off with the Cook's Cook Up. I love this exercise. Simple. So I'm going to cross my right foot over my left foot, just crisscross them. I'm going to take my hands and put them across from each other. Cross my right hand over my left. Turn them so that they can see each other. Link the fingers. You can leave them up here. Put the tongue on the roof of your mouth, sitting nice. No. Nice deep breath. This is fantastic for going. Just calms the whole system down. Or great in the morning if you don't want to jump out of bed, you want to take your time. Exercise. You can hang out there for 5 minutes if you like. I like to do it for at least 30 seconds to a minute, depending on what activity I'm doing. When you finish with that movement, then you take your feet to parallel. Take your fingertips, bring them together, bring them in front of the belly button, and then deep breath in again, nice and tall. You just hang out here. So if you're lying in bed, you can do all of this. You might fall asleep before your hands even get here. First thing in the morning, you're trying to decide what kind of day you want to have, the kinds of things you want to focus on, achievements you want to make. Might be just to be calm all day, might be to stay relaxed. And then you just use Cook's Cook Ups to create that for you. It lines all the figure 8 energy up in the body. It's a wonderful. Okay, so that's day 8. I hope that you have a good rest. I know the ones who've tuned on so far are on the West Coast the afternoon, and I hope that the rest of the day is well for you. And for those of you that watch later, I just hope that you're well. I wish you the best, and I will see you tomorrow. Thanks for joining in, ladies.